The second part of the lesson, the last lesson. Now I understood why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the room. Now Franz realized why the old villagers were sitting at the back of the class. It was because they were sorry too, because they were also feeling bad that they had not gone to school more, that even they had not cared to go to school to study, to learn French. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. These lines are very important. The villagers were there because first reason they wanted to show their respect to the teacher Mr. M. Hamel, because he had been faithfully teaching there in the school for the last 40 years, and it was also their way of showing their respect, their patriotism towards their country, which was no more theirs now. While I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called off. Now, when Franz was observing and coming to conclusions about these things, he heard his name was called out by the teacher. It was my turn to recite. It was his turn to recite the rules for participles. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful, fearful rule for the participle all through, very loud and clear, and without one mistake? He wonders he wonders that what is it that he would not have given to anybody if uh, he was able to speak the rule for the participle uh, thoroughly clear, I mean totally, very loudly and clearly and without one mistake. वो कहते हैं कि मैं ऐसी क्या चीज़ थी जो मैं नहीं देता किसी को, ठीक है, ताकि मैं बोल पाऊँ वो जो ड्रेडफुल, वो जो फेयरफुल रूल है पार्टिसिपल का, ऑल थ्रू, पूरा का पूरा, लाउडली क्लियरली और बिना किसी मिस्टेक के. बट आई गॉट मिक्सड अप ऑन द फर्स्ट वर्ड्स एंड स्टूड देयर बिकॉज ही डिडंट नो अबाउट द रूल्स. ये पहले दो वर्ड्स बोल के ही गॉट कन्फ्यूज एंड ही स्टूड देयर होल्डिंग ऑन टू माई डेस्क. He was holding his desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. His heart was beating hard and he didn't have the courage to look up to the teacher. अपनी नज़रें उठा के सर को नहीं देख पा रहे थे. I heard M. Hamel say to me, I won't scold you, little Franz. फिर he heard कि सर ने इनको बोला, मैं तुम्हें डांटूंगा नहीं, little Franz. You must feel bad enough. आपको खुद को बुरा फील होना चाहिए. You should feel ashamed. You should feel sorry for this yourself. See how it is. And now M. Hamel generalizes things. He says, every day we have said to ourselves. He tells about the common habit of the people कि हर दिन हम अपने आप से क्या कहते हैं, बाह बाह इज़ एन एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ डिस्गस्ट. अरे जाने दो, आई हैव प्लेंटी ऑफ टाइम, आई लर्न इट टुमारो. अभी तो बहुत टाइम है, आई लर्न फ्रेंच टुमारो. We are in the habit of procrastination, postponing things, postponing learning. And now you see where we have come out, and now see the result where we are standing today. That's the great trouble with Alsace. With regret, with sorrow, M. Hamel remarks कि Alsace के लोगों के यही problem है, shortcoming है. She puts off learning till tomorrow. People here, they keep postponing learning of the French language here till tomorrow, till the next day. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you, those fellows कौन है? Prussians. Now the Prussians, they will have a right, because there are rulers now, they will ask you this thing, how is it, ऐसा कैसे है? You pretend to be Frenchmen, you assume आप बनते तो Frenchmen हो, and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language. आप कहते तो अपने आप को French हो, बट ना तो आपको पढ़ना आता है, ना ही लिखना आता है, ना बोलना आता है, सॉरी, ना ही लिखना आता है अपनी मदर टंग को. बट यू आर नॉट द वर्स्ट पुअर लिटिल फ्रांस. एम हैमल रिमार्क्स की, फ्रांस आपका ही नहीं सबसे बुरा हाल है. वी हैव ऑल अ ग्रेट डील टू रिप्रोच आवर सेल्व्स विद. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन. रिप्रोच मीन्स ब्लेम आवर सेल्व्स, राइट. हम सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ है टू ब्लेम आवर सेल्व्स विद. वी आर गिल्टी समवेयर, एवरी वन. And now M. Hamel describes where people have gone wrong. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. First reason for not for the first reason why the people of Alsace and Lorraine were not learning French was that their parents were not anxious. They were not worried enough to send their children to learn French at school. They preferred to put you to work on a farm or at the mills. M. Hamel says that the parents prefer their children to work to earn an extra buck, extra money. वही आपको खेतों में या फिर मिल्स में काम करने के लिए भेज देते थे, टू अर्न अ लिटिल मोर मनी. एंड आई, द टीचर blames himself also. He says, I have also been to blame. I have been to blame also. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? मेरी भी fault है. He also used to send children to water his plants garden outside the class. क्या मैं नहीं आपको पानी देने के लिए गार्डन में भेज देता था? And when I wanted to go fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? And whenever he wanted to go to catch fish, he used to give the students an off. तो जब मैं फ़िश पकड़ने जाना चाहता था तो क्या मैं आपको छुट्टी नहीं दे देता था क्लास से? सो इवन ही वॉज एट फॉल्ट. Then from one thing to another, M. Hamel went on to talk of the French language. Franz remarks, then from one thing to another, M. Hamel kept on speaking high of the language, speaking about the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world. M. Hamel remarks that it is the most beautiful language in the world. सबसे सुंदर language है दुनिया की. The most beautiful language in the world, the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget it. Describing the French language, this is again important. He says ये दुनिया की सबसे beautiful language है, सबसे clear language है, and the most logical language. If we compare French with English, English is not a logical language, right? Here the spellings do not match with the pronunciation, and the same letter is pronounced in different ways in different words. But this is not so with French. It is the most logical language, and that we must guard it among us and never forget it. And it is our responsibility that we must guard it, must protect this language, and we must never forget our language. हमारी मदर टंग है, हमें इसको प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहिए, इसकी रक्षा करनी चाहिए और कभी भूलना नहीं चाहिए. Because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. Very important line here. M. Hamel reiterates कि whenever people become slaves, as long as they know their mother tongue, they do not forget their mother tongue, their mother tongue is going to act like a key to their slavery, key to their prison. It is your mother tongue which would help you unite, plan things. You can keep it as a secret from the enemies, and this would help you in again gaining your freedom whenever you get enslaved. Then he opened a grammar and read us our lesson. He opened a grammar book and taught us our lesson. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. And Franz was himself surprised to find that on that day he was understanding everything the teacher taught. All he said seemed so easy, so easy. सर ने जो भी पढ़ाया इतना easy लग रहा था उसको आज. I think too that I had never listened so carefully. Why was he finding everything taught by the sir so easy? Because earlier he had never paid attention to what the teacher taught in the class, but today he was very attentive and he listened to the teacher very carefully, and that he had never explained everything with so much patience, and he felt कि सर ने भी कभी इतने ज़्यादा पेशेंस से आराम से एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया चीज़ों को. It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away. Franz felt कि आज ऐसा लग रहा था कि सर को जितनी भी नॉलेज है फ्रेंच की, he wanted to give that to us before going away and to put it all into our heads at one stroke in one go. जैसे एक ही बार में सर चाहते थे कि हम सब कुछ सीख जाएं फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज के बारे में. After the grammar, we had a lesson in writing. Grammar के बाद writing का lesson हुआ. That day, M. Hamel had new copies for us. Sir had brought new notebooks for them, written in a beautiful round hand. France Alsace, France Alsace. Notebooks के ऊपर ये लिखा हुआ था France Alsace, France Alsace. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the schoolroom. Here, Fran's imagination has been talked about. वो जो वर्ड्स थे फ्रांस अल्सेस, ये फ्रांस को लग रहा था जैसे छोटे छोटे फ्लैग्स हैं which are there everywhere in the school room, hung from the rod at the top of our decks. as a flag is hoisted over a pole. He felt that वो भी छोटे छोटे rods पे वो flags हमारी desks पे लगे हुए हैं. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. Franz says कि आपको भी देखना चाहिए था उस दिन how everyone was doing his work quietly and class totally शांत थी और सब एकदम से अपना काम करने लगते हैं. The only sound was the scratching of the pens over the paper. It was so quiet that only the scratching of the pens when the pens were writing, only that sound could be heard. Once some beetles flew in. Beetles are small insects. कुछ beetles उड़ के अंदर आई, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest ones. लेकिन generally maybe when they came, students must be shooing them away, but today nobody paid attention to them, not even the youngest students who worked right on tracing their fish hooks. Now as if that was French too. जो छोटे बच्चे थे they were working on their fish hooks. Fish hooks can have two meanings here. First is जो एक net के जो the fish hooks which are used for catching fish, या तो वो उनसे खेल रहे हैं, और the students when they draw lines, जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं वो lines लगाते हैं, लाइनें बनाना सीखते हैं सबसे पहले. तो उनकी वो जो टेढ़ी मेढ़ी lines हैं they have been depicted as fish hooks. So they were busy with that as if that was French too. जैसे वो भी French है, वो उसको सीख रहे हैं. On the roof the pigeons cooed very low. On the roof could be heard the sound of the pigeons cooing, and I thought to myself, Franz thought to himself, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? Very important question here, very important line. Here Franz is kind of challenging the Prussians. He's asking them a question that because the people of Alsace and Lorraine, they are humans, they can be enslaved. An order of studying German can be imposed on them, but are the Prussians so brave that even that they can make even the pigeons coo in German? तो उनको चैलेंज करते हुए फ्रांस कहता है कि क्या वो उन पिजन्स को, बर्ड्स को भी क्या अपना स्लेव बना सकते हैं, उनके ऊपर भी क्या थ्रस्ट कर सकते हैं कि आपको जर्मन में बोलना है. ही वंडर्ड ओवर दिस. Whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair, gazing first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little school room. फ्रांस जब भी नज़रें उठा के सर को देखता था तो ही सॉ कि सर कभी ही वॉज लुकिंग एट वन थिंग, कभी दूसरी चीज़ को फिक्सडली देख रहे थे, एज इफ वो पूरी क्लास की एक इमेज, एक पिक्चर अपने दिमाग में फिक्स कर लेना चाहते थे. How everything looked. Fancy. Imagine. Fancy means imagine. For 40 years he had been there in the same place. पिछले 40 सालों से वो एक ही जगह पे थे, with his garden outside the window and his class in front of him. उनके विंडो से बाहर उनका गार्डन था which he had maintained, and उनके सामने उनकी क्लास थी. Just like that. Just like that means ऐसे के ऐसे ही, जैसे हमेशा है. उनका गार्डन विंडो क्लास के बाहर और सामने उनकी क्लास. Only the desks and benches had been worn smooth. In the last 40 years nothing had changed. He had a garden outside the class in front of him. Only the desks and benches, they had been worn smooth. वो थोड़े से घिस गए थे. The walnut trees, अखरोट के जो पेड़ थे in the garden, they were taller, and the hopvine, अखरोट के पेड़ भी अब लंबे हो गए थे, बड़े हो गए थे. And the hopvine that he had planted himself. hopvine कोई भी creeper, बेल जो उन्होंने खुद उगाई थी. It twined about, twine means twisted about the windows to the roof. वो windows से होती हुई roof तक चली गई थी. How it must have broken his heart to leave it all. Poor man. फ्रांस वंडर्ड कि सर का कितना दिल टूट रहा होगा, how hurt, how bad he must be feeling. Poor man, to hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing their trunks, for they must leave the country next day. M. Hamel lived in a room above the classroom, and because his sister was packing the things in the trunk, with the movement of the trunk, he could feel, with the sound of the trunk, sorry, he could feel, he must have felt bad, for they must leave the country next day. His sister was packing the trunks, and because they were to leave the country the next day. But he had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last. It was not that because it was the last lesson, so he was not very keen on teaching or listening to what he had taught to the students. He heard every lesson to the very last. After the writing, we had a lesson in history. First, if you remember, grammar ka lesson tha, second writing, and then they had a lesson in history, and then the babies chanted their ba, be, bi, bo, bu. उनके जो अल्फ़ाबेट्स थे छोटे बच्चों ने वो बोले. Down there at the back of the room, old Hauser had put on his spectacles. Franz had a look at the back of the class. वहाँ जो old Hauser, जो बूढ़े Hauser थे, उन्होंने specs लगा लिए थे. And he was holding his primer in both hands. वो अपनी elementary book जो थी alphabets की, he was holding that in his hands. He spelled the letters with them. वो भी छोटे बच्चों के साथ पीछे repeat कर रहे थे classes sounds को. You could see that he too was crying. Franz said कि आप देख सकते थे कि old Hauser was also crying. His voice trembled with emotion. जब कोई रोता है ना तो वो one is not able to speak clearly. So even the voice of old Hauser, it was shaking with because of emotion. He was not happy. He was crying, and it was so funny to hear him that we all wanted to laugh and cry. Franz, because वो छोटा बच्चा है, ओल्ड हॉसर को रोते हुए पढ़ते हुए देख के he says कि हम सब उनको देख के हंसना चाहते थे और रोना चाहते थे उनके साथ. We were together with him. Ah, how well I remember it, the last lesson. Franz says उसको और कोई लेसन तो याद नहीं है, but he remembers very well the last lesson of French delivered by Mr. M. Hamel. All at once the church clock struck 12. और उसी टाइम जो चर्च में जो क्लॉक लगी होती है it struck 12. It showed that the time was 12 p.m. Then the Angelus are the afternoon prayers said in the church. फिर प्रेयर इनको सुनाई दी. At the same moment, the trumpets of the Prussians returning from drill. Trumpets are instruments that are blown by blowing air into them. उसी टाइम Prussians के trumpets की भी आवाज़ आई. They were coming back from their exercise. Sounded under our windows. Windows के बिल्कुल पास आ रहा था वो sound as they were coming back. M. Hamel stood up, very pale in his chair. M. Hamel got up from his chair. Very pale means he looked unwell. He was not happy. He was sad. In his chair, I never saw him look so tall. I never saw him look so tall. इसका literal meaning नहीं है कि सर की height लंबी हो गई. It means that he was very confident. He was full of patriotism. My friends, said he, उन्होंने बोला, I, but something choked him. He could not go on. He was overwhelmed with emotions. He was so sad that he could simply utter I. Something choked, blocked his voice. He couldn't speak. He couldn't complete what he was speaking. Then he turned to the blackboard, took a piece of chalk, and bearing on with all his might, he wrote as large as he could. एक चौक लिया और ब्लैक बोर्ड पे जितना बड़ा बड़ा लिख सकते थे he wrote Vive la France. Vive mean long live France. Vive la France means long live France. Then he stopped and leaned his head against the wall. He leaned means he bent his head. Wall के साथ खड़े हुए, head पीछे wall की तरफ लगाया, and without a word he made a gesture to us with his hands. And because he was overwhelmed, he was sad, he couldn't utter a word, उन्होंने अपने हाथ से इशारा किया हमें, school is dismissed, the school is over, you may go, the students can leave the class.